Why do some babies need to spend time in this isolette if they come to the NICU? Babies that are born extremely premature are very young and very small, so it makes sense that they need help regulating their temperature. But there are also babies that are born 35, 36 weeks that may be on the smaller size weight-wise that still need help with their temperature in this isolette. Babies are able to regulate their temperature, but if they use all their calories and their energy to do that, they will not gain weight and they may have difficulty growing in other ways. So the biggest difference between babies' temperature regulation and adults' temperature regulation is brown fat and the ability to shiver. So unlike adults that they can shiver to generate heat, babies don't have that ability. They are reliant on their brown fat to maintain their temperature, and babies that are born early or under a certain weight don't have as much brown fat as the other babies that are born full term. The use of brown fat is called chemical thermogenesis, and it all starts with the thermal receptors in the skin. So these thermoreceptors then stimulate the norepinephrine from the abundant nerve endings in the brown fat, which result in vasoconstriction and increased metabolism. At the same time, there is stimulation of the sympathetic pathway, which increases T4 and T3. T3 causes an upregulation of an uncoupling protein called thermogen, which causes an uncoupling of mitochondrial oxidation and phosphorylation. So this thermogen still acts on brown fat in order to initiate chemical thermogenesis. And then the heat is produced by fatty acid oxidation and uncoupling of ATP formation. So unlike white fat, the energy that is generated by the brown fat can't be stored and is instead used to increase the newborn's body temperature. And why this matters so much is because babies use energy, so their calories, to maintain their temperature if they don't have the support of the isolette. So if a baby is using all of its calorie and energies to keep itself warm, they are not using that calorie or energy to do things like grow, develop their brain, develop their lungs if they're born extremely premature. So we take away the work that they would have to do to maintain their temperature by putting them in an isolette. And this allows them to use their energy to grow and get stronger and develop their lungs and develop their brain.